Happy 2018, everyone. Sorry I kind of disappeared for a little bit. I got really busy with work and the holidays and MagFest and then more work. But I'm back with my first video of 2019, and with this video, I basically wanted to reflect on everything from 2018, including my channel and videos, as well as all of the music and movies I got to see and listen to during that time, as well as kind of explain where this channel is going and what I'll be doing in 2019. But before I get too deep into that, real quick, I just wanted to say welcome to all my new followers who came on during the Doomslayer video. It's completely surprising and very exciting to see how well that video is doing. And if you start following me after that video, one, thank you. And two, please check out all my other content, especially Fantasy Smash Ball. I think you'd really enjoy that one. As I've said before, I don't focus on Smash Bros. All the time. I don't put out consistent Smash content, but I will continue to do that. And I'll definitely keep doing more gaming content as well, even if it's not Smash. So please stick around, and again, thank you for subscribing. Anyway, let's get into 2018 for this channel. I actually started this channel back in March, so it's a little under a year that this channel's been around, and overall, with all things considered, it's gone so much better than I ever could have hoped for. I've put out 33 videos with close to 80 followers now. The first half of that came from my first couple of movie reviews, as well as the Tourist Tales EP, which if you haven't heard yet, go check it out. And then the second half, like I just said, really came from that Doomslayer video, which has over 2,000 views, which I know in the grand scheme of YouTube isn't anything insane, but for me, that's awesome. On the topic of my moveset videos, I just wanted to say that I guess I was pretty right about Master Hand being playable in Smash Ultimate in some way. Spoilers for World of Light, I guess. Other than that, looking at my videos from 2018, I definitely still want to do more with Smash Ball. Oh, by the way, sorry if you got any notifications about me doing live streams on this channel. That's because I can't stream on my personal channel, and I've been using this channel to do Smash Ball with my friends because we can't do it in person. I'm extremely new to streaming and don't know how any of it works, so if you are getting a bunch of notifications randomly, sorry about that. But like I said, I definitely want to do more with Smash Ball. I'm just not super sure what yet, if I'm going to be starting a new league, or I might at least make an update video because I now know how Smash Ball works in Ultimate. So we'll see as time goes on. Now let's get into all the other stuff from 2018. Music wise, I really wanted to start listening to the artists and bands that I knew a couple songs of and really liked, but didn't know their whole discography. The first band I really did that with was Panic! At the Disco, who are obviously excellent. The main album I really like is Death of a Bachelor, and I got to see them live as well, and that was awesome. In terms of smaller bands, I recently discovered The Last Shadow Puppets, Tuxedo, and Bella's Bartok, who are all very different from each other, but all very, very good. And not technically 2018, but also recently I've discovered Mars Argo, Will Joseph Cook, and I Don't Know How But They Found Me, who are all very good. In general, I want to get better personally at finding new music consistently, or going back and listening to things that I probably should have. So I might tie that into a new series at some point. Now let's go over movies, and let's start with all the movies I reviewed during 2018, including Last Jedi, because technically that review did come out in 2018. So Last Jedi was the first movie I ever reviewed on this channel, and over time, it's just okay still. It's a very mixed bag. There's some stuff I love in that movie and some stuff I really hate. I'm not itching to see it again, and mainly the thing I want to say about it is not my second favorite Star Wars movie, which is for some reason what I said in that original review. But I definitely like The Force Awakens more. I like New Hope more. I probably like Rogue One more. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Overall, it's just okay. Along with that review, I did The Greatest Showman, which I'm still loving those songs, but I don't really have a strong urge to watch the movie again. It has some really fun choreography and some dancing and stuff, but as a movie, it's not doing anything too crazy. But I am still enjoying it a lot. Overall, I'd recommend it. It's fun. Then I saw Black Panther, which I never actually gave its own individual review. I just talked about it in that giant MCU rankings video. But just to kind of recap what I said in that video, really enjoyed it. The CGI was pretty terrible at times. I really liked the color and the culture of it. I honestly don't know if it deserves all 100% of the praise that it's been getting, but I do still very much support the movie. I do think it's good. But then we hit Infinity War, which is fantastic. It is a great movie. It was everything I could have hoped for. And I rewatched it recently and it still completely holds up, even outside of the massive Marvel hype I was in at the time. I think it does have a couple issues, and overall, over time, like I've said before, it probably will fade a little bit for me, but it's still a very, very good movie. In that same month, I also saw Deadpool 2, which is another very good superhero movie. I think I like it more than Deadpool 1 at this point. I'm not entirely sure. Just a pretty solid, funny movie. And I also saw Solo, which is a piece of crap. Never really cared to see that again. If anything, I just want to watch the prequels again to gauge if any of them are possibly worse than Solo. It's such a garbage movie. At this point, I stopped doing videos for movie reviews, which I think is the direction I'm still going to go in 2019. So if you want my opinions on movies as they come out, please like Room 100 Entertainment on Facebook. And I'm going to start doing more on Twitter, so also follow me there. Incredibles 2 is fine. It's an okay, entertaining kids movie, I guess, but it's really unnecessary. Definitely not what I wanted coming from Incredibles 1, which is one of my favorite Pixar movies. And it just is really weak in a lot of ways, despite how fun and interesting it is in others. Along with that, I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, which originally I liked more than Incredibles 2. At this point, I definitely like Incredibles 2 more. Ant-Man and the Wasp basically return to that Marvel formula, very generic comedy slash action movie. It's nothing special. I'm not really itching to see it again. And I think I gave it a little too much credit at the time just because I was coming off of loving Infinity War, honestly. So between the two of them, I'd recommend Incredibles 2 at this point. Next up was Eighth Grade by Bo Burnham, which was a really cool indie movie. I'm not keen to watch it again anytime soon, but I think it was a really solid message, really realistic, and well executed. Overall, I would highly recommend it, and I hope that Bo Burnham continues in the field of film in the future. Then I got to see Venom, which was so much more okay than I thought it would be. It has some really dumb dialogue, some really horrible CGI action, but Eddie and Venom were pretty fun to watch. Tom Hardy is like the only interesting actor in it, and it was fine. I really don't know why everyone hated it that much. I was totally okay with it, and I'd be willing to see this Venom and Eddie again soon. Bohemian Rhapsody was very good. I definitely want to see this one again soon. I think Rami Malek killed it. The casting crew in general killed it. It was very well done, some really good filmmaking. I definitely do think they skimmed over and kind of glitzed up some of the history of Freddie Mercury and Queen and didn't really do it justice. But at the end of the day, I am way more interested in diving into Freddie Mercury's life as well as Queen's discography. After that was Ralph Breaks the Internet, another pretty disappointing animated sequel. It just didn't really have anything to say or any reason to exist. It had some fun moments, it had some fun new characters, but the more I think about it, the less interested I am in it. And the final movie I reviewed for the year was Into the Spider-Verse, which is amazing and fantastic. I basically have nothing bad to say about it. It's just so good. Like maybe a couple of the songs don't fit, but that barely matters. It's just so fantastic. Please go see this movie. The only other movie I saw that came out in 2018 is a movie called Sorry to Bother You, which I saw some of the previews, I think, during Deadpool 2. I thought, okay, this could be a pretty fun comedy with some fun ways of handling things, like him dropping into people's houses while he's working at the call center, that kind of thing. I was interested, so eventually I watched it. Didn't write a review just because I didn't really care to and didn't really have the time. It's a lot weirder of a movie than I thought it would be. The first half, I honestly was a little bit bored. It has some good characters, good acting, some funny moments, but I wasn't really drawn in and something felt missing. Something felt off the whole time. I was kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. And then it did halfway through with this insane, crazy twist. And from that point on, I'm so torn on it because I kind of love the twist because it's so weird and out there and helps the message really stick out. And it definitely kept me invested throughout the rest of the movie. But it's also just really weird, and the way they handle the twist is grotesque. I won't spoil what it is because if you want to see it, I think it's a twist that really only works if you go in blind. Overall, I really appreciate the message of the movie. I really dug a lot of the symbolism and how they were handling things like capitalism and people in the workplace. And something I actually really did enjoy is that when he discovers this crazy twist, he basically has to go on live TV and humiliate himself. And that's kind of how it works in real life sometimes when you're trying to share the truth about something. So I appreciated that, but it's just a really weird movie. I kind of want to see it again just to see if I appreciate it more, but I also kind of don't know if I would recommend it or not. Yeah. So here's my final ranking for the movies I saw that came out in 2018. I don't think it's going to change much. The only thing I will say is I think Spider-Verse might top Infinity War at some point, just because Infinity War does have like a couple minuscule problems while Spider-Verse has like nothing. So I think over time, as I slowly care a little bit less about the MCU, Spider-Verse will definitely top it because it will hold up forever. I guarantee that. Finally, I want to go over some of the video games I played during 2018. Overall, this was the year that Nintendo retook over my life. I got a Switch for Christmas, and so I've been playing that consistently throughout the year as the Xbox One has slowly died more and more over time. On Xbox this year, I still played some Overwatch, which I think is fun, but I just don't have that much drive to play right now. I played the Sea of Thieves beta, which was not that fun at all. I didn't really enjoy that. Me and my friends had, a couple hours of fun, but then there's just nothing else to do. I think it was a very poorly executed idea overall. Played Fortnite, obviously. It's fun. It's what it is. I kind of get why it blew up the way it did. It's basically the best mobile game that's ever existed, essentially. But, it's fun. I'm not itching to play it that much. And I finally beat Doom 2016 on Xbox One. That game was a ton of fun. I'm very excited for Doom Eternal. And I'll probably stream Doom Eternal when it first comes out. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it on Switch or Xbox, but I'll definitely be streaming that since Doom Slayer's moveset did so well for my channel. And then for Switch, like I said, there was a lot I was playing. Overcooked 2 is a ton of fun. Been playing that with my girlfriend. Still haven't beat it yet. It's a little easier than Overcooked 1, but still a ton of fun. Also, another game I've been playing with my girlfriend is Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. That's a really fun co-op game as well. Played a ton of Splatoon 2. I beat that campaign. That was pretty fun. Still need to play the Octo DLC. Played a ton of Mario Kart 8 online, a ton of Rocket League. That was basically my entire summer. Mario Tennis Aces was okay. I mean, it's fun, but overall, I didn't really get out of it what I paid for it. I kind of felt the online is just okay. The campaign ranges from not that interesting to very annoying. So overall, I wouldn't really recommend it. Stick Bold is a very fun multiplayer game. I highly recommend that as well. The single player is okay. Mario and Rabbids, that was a really fun game actually. I still need to do the DK DLC, but I really, really enjoyed that. I thought it was very well executed, pretty easy to understand. I always felt in control. Really didn't feel cheated at any time, I don't think. So I would definitely recommend that one. It was pretty good. More recently, I've been playing Ultimate Chicken Horse. That's a lot of fun. Mario Party, I think, returns to form very well. Lots of fun mini games, a couple snoozers. Some of the boards are like just okay or not amazing, but it's still a very fun game. It's Mario Party. Played through a decent bit of Let's Go Eevee. It's the first Pokemon game I've really played through, and I haven't gotten very far into it, so that may be one of the games I stream in the future. And of course, Smash. Smash is amazing. It's so good. I just beat World of Light, beat all the classic modes. It's just amazing. It's definitely my favorite Smash. So now let's talk about moving forward into 2019. What am I going to be doing? Music is the focal point of this channel, so I'll be hard at work on 3113. Would love to get that out by the end of the year. As well as a couple covers and singles that I have ideas for right now, both of which are probably going to be geared towards Halloween time. So maybe I'll do something before then, but I have some pretty cool ideas for those. And in general, especially with 3113 coming together, I would love to start playing live around the Philly area, but right now I still don't have a band to do that with, so we'll see what happens. When it comes to more gaming content, as I said, I would love to do more with Smash Ball. I just haven't really decided how to go about that. I may do an update video on the rules. There's not too much to talk about, but there's some fun new things me and my friends are doing with it. I'm definitely going to try streaming soon. I might do that as early as Monday or Tuesday next week. Don't know what I'll be streaming yet. If anyone has any recommendations, then please put them in the comments. But I would very much like to try my hand at that, seeing as I do have a functioning streaming setup right now. Specifically in terms of Smash, I do still have a couple moveset ideas that I might put into video form, but I'm not going to be focusing on anything like the leaks or current news or anything like that. I will throw a bone and just put my 2 cents in for the current leak going around for the Smash DLC, which includes Erdrick from Dragon Quest, Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, Steve from Minecraft, and my own Doomslayer. As I learn more and more about it, it seems less likely, but honestly, the more I think about it, the more I do really like that DLC bunch. I would very much rather have Sora instead of Erdrick, but Square's gonna do what Square's gonna do. So we'll see what happens. I'm very excited. I would be disappointed if the leak was fake because of Doomslayer, but I would be happy to be proven wrong about Erdrick. So we'll see what happens. Beyond that, you may have noticed that I have a fancy new camera. I just got the Panasonic Lumix G7, and it's a lot of fun. I'm very excited to see what I can do with it. And I have some ideas for scripts for both animated and live action shows or movies. So I would very much like to start writing those and see what I can make happen. The first new series I'd like to put out this year is called 4 Minutes 4, which is basically a very condensed review show. And since I have this fancy new camera, I think now would be a great time to do that. My first one might be for Smash Ultimate, or maybe for something with music or movies. Maybe I'll create some kind of cycle for that. Either way, I think that'll be a fun, pretty easy to make series. That will be a bridge between my longer form in-depth reviews and still making video content for the channel. Beyond that, you can expect more of my typical videos like the show series or just things that I'll address as they come up. And as I said earlier, I would really like to start getting into Twitter more because I think that's the best way to interact and grow a fan base. So I do already have a Twitter. It's Room100ENT, ENT, and I'll be starting to use that way more. Hopefully, I'll be posting and sharing and all that stuff you do on Twitter. So if that works out, maybe I'll make an Instagram because that's also a popular website app right now. I'm terrible at social media, but overall, Facebook's just not doing everything I need it to do, especially in terms of bringing my followers from YouTube onto another platform that they can more easily interact with me on. So Twitter and maybe Instagram. As I said, I'll be doing those way, way more. But yeah, I think that's basically all I have to say right now. I'm very excited for 2019 now that I kind of have a foot in the door with this channel. I have some viewers that just came magically all by themselves to this channel. So I'm excited to see where I go with things. Primarily, I'll be writing music. So maybe I'll put out some demos when they take form. And in terms of videos that are coming out very soon, I would like to start the 4 Minutes 4 series, and maybe I'll be putting out a Steve moveset pretty soon. We'll see what happens. Oh, and streaming. Stay tuned for announcements about that. Maybe I'll do it Monday or Tuesday. If there's a game you want me to stream, if you want me to just stream Smash maybe, or definitely something on Switch I'm more inclined to do. So either Switch, NES Classic, or SNES Classic would be a lot of fun. So it'll probably be one of those. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me 2 videos with over 1,000 views and 1 video with over 2,000 views. That's, again, awesome. Stay tuned for all kinds of fun stuff. And again, thanks for watching.